Good afternoon, good evening, good Cincy, good y'all, whatever it may be where you are. I'm Not Sports Cards. Hope you're doing well. Tonight, we are in the dungeon. We're in the Chamber of Horrors with my buddy Mellow Yellow. And we're going to talk about the newest Heritage auction that's coming up. I've got the card on the screen, PSA 10 Luke Pop 2. Sean, how you
doing? Well,
I talk all the time. I was like, hey, we're probably going to talk about this anyway. Why don't we just record it? So, Sean, the auction just started. When does it end? 25 days. So we're talking like December, I guess December 8th-ish, on December 8th. Currently, the bid is $13,500, which buyer's premium $17,000. Let's just say, let's make sure there's not an extra zero in here, but we're gonna place $20,000 bid right now. Let's just get this going. Yeah, confirm the bid conditions. I've been outbid. What the F, Sean?
I mean, where are you really that surprised? At least now you can get in on the extension.
That is why I was doing it. Right?
Yeah.
Like, so for those of you out there who aren't familiar with like Heritage, we think, right? They choose, 5-second sudden death auction, or they can do, who knows, extended bidding in 25 days. But if you haven't bid, you can't get in on the extended bid auction. So the last big auction, there were a few things like the PSA 9 set. I really wish. I'm not saying I would have won or you would have won, but I would have liked to have been able to bid on that. That was crazy. So, and now that I've put my bid in and I'm, not winning, what do you think the thing goes for?
I mean, with the Pop 2 and the fact that we know where the other one is and who doesn't and all the other people don't have it. I mean, it puts major players into the market on this. It just depends on, in my opinion, it depends on if O-Pee-Chee is going to become a thing or not. In all reality,
I mean, so the big Luke sale was, I think, October 24th, which is a little like 3 weeks ago. And since then, one of the biggest things that has popped off is international, right? Like every international card, the amount of O-Pee-Chee UK, Mexican, Argentinian Scanlens that are selling is, whatever, 10 times what it used to be. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, they're going for about 10 times the price that they used to be as well. I mean, that's the whole thing. If we got 57, the Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker, and it went for $1,700. It is the top. There's Pop 2, so another Pop 2 type of situation. PSA 6.
I think it's a higher pop than that. I think it doesn't really matter. I think it's 4, but there's none higher type of thing. But it was a 6. Argentinian's a totally different kind of world as far as the quality. Like a 6 is like a 10. So yeah, I've got it over here. What I thought was most interesting about this in the world of everybody talking about shill bidding and all this horse crap and whatever, which I'm not immune to. I just thought were the bids. I thought it was interesting that the bids, there were a lot of players above the $1,000 mark.
Yeah, and they actually look legit too.
Yeah. This is weird because it looks different than it did on my 73, 75. What are we doing here?
That's just because of the time entry in it. It's a progressive time entry, but all of the
snipe bidding. Oh, gotcha. This is all the snipe bidding. It's like, oh, here you go. You gotta really hope your snipe is like on point. But yeah, I mean, I thought that this was here's the PS. Oh, it is a Pop 2. You're correct. Yeah, I was wrong. It's Pop 2, none higher. And as everybody knows, this is clearly the Luke Skywalker rookie, not the number 1 or the 63.
Right. So. Yeah, I mean, the fact that this thing, I mean, seriously, before a Luke goes for $250,000, like if this is 2 months ago, how much does this card go for?
I mean, these are weird, right? But not half at most. I mean, I always find it weird. Like I bought a Mexican Han Solo a couple years ago for like $25. And like I was bidding on all sorts of like 10 or 12 cards up for auction. And I was like, oh God, I'm going to end up buying 10 or 12 cards that I don't want. And then at the last second, they went like 500 for like somewhere in that 300 to 500 range would be my guess.
I mean, I was bidding on it up to like 250, I think, ish, or something like that. Because I mean, look at the card. It's just a cool presentation. Like the vertical cards.
Yeah, my favorite is the vertical cards. My favorite international set. I own one, which was a gift. I actually was looking at a couple of these, and then as you very well know, I go through phases of I'm not buying anything. I'm not buying anything. I don't care if it was the Queen Mother herself offering, a night with her for. So I bowed out. There's all sorts of things up here when I go through this. I'm like that I didn't see, but yeah, there were a bunch of cards. Like all the Mexican cards went off tonight. There are just lots of stuff that people are buying. Here's another Argentinian card mixed in with. You can't give away Return of the Jedis in PSA 8, which is a very high grade for Return of the Jedi. Stormtroopers Attack in a 5 went for 242. I mean, listen, we say it all the time. It's supply and demand is simple. There are more people that want the card than there are cards. The price goes up. I don't think. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I pulled down my O-Pee-Chee. That was a top pop, and there's only three of, and I decided I didn't want to sell it. So I sold my 8, and then I just listed my 7. So it's one of those things that you never know what's going to happen when the pop's so low.
Yeah, there were some Allens and Regina, which again, I don't know these things that well. I'm pretty sure Allens and Regina is the New Zealand version. Like Scanlens are really weird because PSA misgrades them. That's what's kind of cool about the Mexican, the French, O-Pee-Chee, Mexican, and Argentinian. It's like you can tell, right? Like there's no doubt. UK, Allens and Regina, and Scanlens, there are tons of mislabeled slabs.
Yeah, that's why I feel confident in, like, especially O-Pee-Chee and the Argentinian and Mexican. They're very, very pronounced, and so you can't mess it up. Like, if it is or not. You don't have to know all the nuances of, oh, look at the back, or how thick the card is, or anything like that, or the coloring of this or that,
or how clear the picture is, and like I'm not even sure. Like we have some resident experts that tell us, but I'm taking their word for it. Not that I doubt it; they know way more than me. But like, that type of info, it's like, where did it come from? Who really knows? And like, I had somebody question me that. It's like, how do you actually know this? I'm like, I don't. I'm trusting somebody who has spent a lot more time than me on it, but that doesn't mean they're right. It just means like I'm going to somebody who spent more time than me on it. Like,
right? And that's why, to me, the story is simpler, and the collecting should be easier. Is for the Argentinian, the Mexican, and the O-Pee-Chee. And O-Pee-Chee, I think, wins out on all of the extra brands that aren't tops, just because there's a precedent in O-Pee-Chee with the Wayne Gretzky O-Pee-Chee, and like everybody knows that, like, if you're in hockey cards, O-Pee-Chee. If you grew up in the 80s and 90s, O-Pee-Chee was around. I mean, it was a thing, and so it's a big name.
I agree with you. I think it's also like the cross section of people who like the original trilogy and like it's basically just almost an age thing. Is like if you're old enough to have seen any of the original trilogy in the theater, then you know, and you collected cards, you know O-Pee-Chee. Like it's like not. It's a pretty large group of the hobby. It's like kind of anybody over 40, I would guess. But you know, that's I don't know. I like so we're probably of two minds here. Like so this is where you and I differ. Like the over under on this card. So I have a reason why I think this card, like my price for this is 105,000. Let me actually be closer to this. 120, like 125,000. So 105,000 plus buyer's premium is what I think this goes for. So I think 125,000, which is less than half of the PSA 10 tops. And what's your thought?
I don't see it going for under 300,000. Just because, I mean, here's the whole thing. You and I don't play in this space. We know nothing about the space, about high end. In my opinion, if once something gains traction, like the Luke Skywalker just sold for 250,000 and it made headlines, now it's going to get other people who play in that space involved into this, and then now the story is simpler of, well, this one's only a pop 2. And so the people who don't even know what they were looking at before, they still might be a bigger player in this, because these guys are throwing out money like it's nothing. And so, like, if you want one and it's a pop 2, it's a pretty easy story to sell. I mean, you're definitely big into that whole easy sell, easy story, easy sell. This is the easiest thing in the world. I mean, it's a very, very recognizable card. It's just sold for $250,000 in tops. This is the O-Pee-Chee, which is incredible that there's 10s even available, and now there's only pop 2 of it. And so why wouldn't it go for more? My opinion.
I mean, what you're saying is logical. Here's point counterpoint. Number one, I have a lot of counterpoints. But the two, like, some are like real and some are like, hey, we've already accepted this stuff. Like, this looked like no O-Pee-Chee card I've ever seen, right? Like they actually cut this with a sharp object instead of a dull wire.
It's the number one card in the set. It's the first thing that they cut. The wire was sharp. I mean, I don't know.
And I'll give you another thing. Why isn't this reholdered?
Yeah, I have no idea. But I don't think I would risk anything that was a pop 2 to get reholdered.
Again, if I want to sell it for hundreds of thousands, I'm looking at the bottom right. Like, okay, so there is the, buy the card, not the grade. And in this instance, the card's immaculate. Just, I don't know. I like, this gets back to my thing about PSA is like, you can't grade a $5 card like it's $5, because somewhere down the road it could be a $500,000 card. So you better make sure it's right. You better make sure it's real. You better make sure it's, nothing's wrong. I'm not saying anything is. I'm just saying old label, super sharp.
Yes, all the characteristics of all the O-Pee-Chee you own, all the O-Pee-Chee I own. It has none of those characteristics of, hey, look at these edges, and those are that deserves a 10. If the edges are like that with being cut by wire, then
it literally could be like, hey, the thing is sharp for the first 5 sheets that runs through, and then it gets dull, and there are explanations for it. But like I said, I'd like to see it in a new holder. If nothing else, I would have liked to have seen them put it in a new holder. I mean, I own some older cards that I'm going to end up having to reholder. Never really thought about it, to be perfectly honest. I bought them. I put them in a safe. I took them out. I couldn't tell you which ones were in new labels and old labels, right? Like, I really didn't know. And now I'm looking at it, and I'm like, okay, this is probably not selling because it's in an old label. And the old labels shrivel. That's another piece of this. Like, I have old labels. I didn't even think about it. Like old labels, like they shrivel. Like they don't stay perfectly sound like this. Yeah, that's these are just arguments for, you know, I don't know what they're arguments for like real issues. But let's throw it is the genuine article. It is the, you know, the absolute, you know, lightning in a bottle. This is my question about an auction like this. The last auction I think worked out as well as it did. Let's assume it was real. Because there were so many great cards. And maybe that's more of an argument for why the lower level, the next level cards went for so high, because the Luke was in it. So this might be the wrong. My concern is that because this auction is really one card. Do you know what I mean? Like it really is one card. Like there's nothing here in the realm of this,
right?
And that, like, because there isn't, does it attract that many? I'm bidding here. We'll bid more. I don't know. Like, so this is the 30th anniversary, which buybacks, something I like. I just bid on that because I just want to. I'm not shilling. Like if I win, and I've already been outbid. If I win, I'm paying. Like it's more of, like I said, I want to be able to be in the extended bidding.
Yeah, so, get your bids in now on everything that you want to extend bid. That's always my advice for the heritage stuff, and why some of the prices do go up quicker, I think, is because people have realized that the more times you bid in heritage, you got to get in early, so you know, and then so you can get an extended bidding. That way, you have freedom to do it, you know, and stuff like that. It's. I mean, if it's still below your price, I mean, it's, you know, it is whatever. I mean,
yeah,
but it's one of those things.
Yeah, there's no real, like, I'm betting on a bunch of stuff right now for that exact reason. I don't expect it to be at a range where I'm going to be able to afford it, but if it's like the opposite of shill bidding. You know what I mean? Like it's the opposite of it, because it's like I'm hoping I can get it at this price. But like that's my thought here is it's like I said, is that there just aren't. There's a bunch of the rare international cards, but like outside of that, I don't see anything here that like is going to bring in the high-end collector, right? Like this is the last one was also inside of like not a Star Wars auction. It was part of a vintage card auction. So there were like Mickey Mantles in there and other things. I don't know. That's my biggest thing, is that I think like there's a ton of these Panini stickers, which I'm not a fan of. Have had tons of opportunities to buy them. Just, you know, you got to draw a line somewhere. I don't know. Like that's my biggest thing, is I wonder if it will bring in, like, if that changes the dynamic.
I mean, I just the hype after the last one, it's got more people talking about it. We saw that. I mean, everybody was talking about it, or mentioned it. And with that, you know, if people don't own the card or whatnot, they play in that high end space. I mean, that's the whole thing. We just don't know who the players are. I mean, because if, like, what if Aoki wants it? You know, like he could easily want it because he has the Luke 10 of the regular one. We saw him buy that one, you know, and everyone show it off. I mean, how cool would it be to pair the two next to each other? That would be awesome. So.
Yeah, I mean, but it takes two to tango, right? Like at the end of the day, this is not a listed buy it now for $500,000. This is an auction, and meaning, you know, if he's willing to pay $1 million, still take somebody willing to pay $990,000 to get to $1 million.
You don't think the guy who just spent $250,000 on a regular one wouldn't be interested in a Pop 2 one?
Of course. I like Guy Consortium. I don't know. Like there, you know, everybody knows there's been a lot of talk about like chill bidding and stuff, and like you never have for 100% certainty. I'd love to know who bought that card. Like with the previous one, we knew it was Aoki. Like saw him get it, saw him be excited, right? Like we have no idea who bought this card. Nobody came forward to say they bought it. And the auction for that and the Princess Leia and even the Grand Moff Tarkin felt very normal. There were some other cards that didn't. And, I own one of them. Like I own one of them where it just was like there was kind of no extended bidding. It was just like everybody bid, and it could be as simple as somebody's like these guys. Like there was a Friday night auction, and a Sunday night auction, and the Friday auction guys had time. Sunday they were like, "F it, I'm putting in my best price," and I have to go about my day. Yeah,
it certainly felt that way because there was way more action on Friday than Sunday. We saw that just in our bidding and everything like that. There's just so much more action on Friday.
Yeah, and that's part of my like trying to figure out why that was. And like I said, it could be the day of the week. It could have been also the idea that the Luke and because there were so many good cards there, it brought in more bidders. It was worth their time. Could have been the rest of the auction. I don't know. So like there's some part of me that is just saying here that like the FOMO Express that has left, and like what I actually intended to record a video tonight before I was like contacted you was I was going to do like my making moves video where I go through the things I bought, and I bought some O-Pee-Chee in the last month, and I thought I bought stuff where I thought that people weren't looking yet, and I thought I got some good deals, but I don't know, man. It just doesn't feel organic. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, we saw this spike and stuff got snagged and good stuff got snagged right in the first week following that. It's definitely died down, but it's also like once the ironic thing is like the people up like the 200,000 or 100,000 or even 20,000 and up, those people still have money. Like we run out of money. There's a lot of us who just run out of money because we just spent 4,000 on cards, and we usually don't do that or whatnot.
Yeah, I think the well, I think it's much easier for I know for a fact that at least there was one very aggressive buyer in the O-Pee-Chee space.
Yes.
Like I think there might have been multiple, but I think there was one person who just kind of cleared it out. And yeah, I don't know. So like one person can move a small market like this. And the monkey see, monkey do aspect of like me or you, like I said, I started buying some of the stuff in lower end because I was like, well, this is getting crazy. I'm like, I want to have some exposure to it. I very much treat this stuff like a portfolio and say, okay, well, I own Star Wars. I can't have no O-Pee-Chee because I had sold off most of my O-Pee-Chee. And that, that kind of trickles its way down. Here's an O-Pee-Chee number 58. It's showing a May 24th sale for $500. Like of a PSA 8, that's like a $3,000 card now. Like here's a Han PSA 8. That's another $2,000 card. Like these cards are poor DC Randall.
Well, he still has that Vader, I think.
No, that's somebody else, I think. Oh. I don't know. Like that's the other part. This is a pretty small community of like I don't know everybody, but I feel like I'm one step from knowing everybody. Like it's like we have one friend who collects a lot of the international stuff, and I'll be like, I was looking at this. He's like, that's so and so's card. He's like, he's a good guy. I talked to him on email. Like, and I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't say that negatively. I just mean like a lot of the stuff is like it's owned by very few people, to be perfectly honest. Like the majority of the stuff, now it's kind of expanding out, and like, you know, I'm looking at how the hell did Peter have an O-Pee-Chee card?
He had. Remember when we first started doing vintage stuff like that? We were trying to get him into vintage. He bought this card and everything. I was like, man, you got the PSA 9, the highest of that one, and it was and he got a great price on it. I mean, and so I don't know why he sold it for so cheap, but whatever.
Because he gets in his mind that he wants to sell, he just sells, which sometimes works out very well for me.
Right.
Sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, I mean, this great card. This is the Genesis card, the Genesis of all Star Wars canon, and it's PSA Pop 6, none higher. Yeah, and he didn't even get through. Right now, that's close to it. That's $1,000 card.
If I would have seen that on his, I would have bought it.
Yeah, I mean,
partially because I just got the 10 on it.
But it is fun to just look through all of the sales, because it really, I'm looking at it because I hadn't done this. It's like one guy. It's like not one guy, but it's like ComC and then like basically 3 sellers, I guess, of all the higher end stuff. Now we're getting into the lower end stuff, and there are more sellers. I mean, I've I've either bought, sold, or know the person on 80% of these listings, and yeah, I mean, there's Parsons. It's, you know, Sam's. It's like sold 4 of his cards. Sam sold way too low. Also, I mean,
yeah,
gotta get the GameStop to have those kids, man.
But yeah, the amount of the sheer volume of OPG that has been cleared out in the last 3 weeks is like, that's more volume than the last, I don't know,
year.
Yeah, easy.
Year.
Probably
I mean,
more.
Looking like, again, poor DC Randall again sold an O-Pee-Chee 8 R2D2 for $200. I don't even know if he got $200 in September, so 2 months ago. What did you sell your 9?
Yeah.
And you got how much?
1,500.
And I think that's like a reason. Like, in all honesty, if a 9 is 1,500 and 8 isn't that much more, I think that's a different video. Not a different video. I'll talk about anything, but like, selling, like, if you own a lot of Star Wars cards right now, you can be convicted and be like, hey, these things are going to the moon. I'm like, I got to sell a little. I'm buying and I'm selling, but like, it's hard not to divest a little bit when things go up 5x. Like, it just, and I think that is some of what we're seeing, is that, people are letting go of the cards they don't care that much about.
I sold my the R2 because I think I was busy, and when I accepted, I think I switched it up, and I was thinking of the other car, my regular R2 that I have up. That's a 9, but I was just like, I just hit instant hit accept, and then later on after we were talking, I was like, oh shit, that was the O-Pee-Chee, and I was like, I probably should have not sold it for that cheap, but whatever. Yeah, I don't care. It is what it is. I mean,
yeah, but it's way less. It's less than what you paid for sure. I mean, you paid less than that for sure, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I was really cheap. I mean, so that's the whole thing. I just thought OPG was really cool. Me, like, when I was buying, I was just like, oh, look at this. It's an OPG. I think that's awesome. And so I was just buying 9s and 8s and stuff of OPG stuff, and then I just stopped doing that after a while, and I wish I would have continued that path, but.
I see. That's my argument. I was like, I bought some O-Pee-Chee early on, and I still own some. I have raw. I'm still trying to find where my number 58 raw O-Pee-Chee is, because I bought a set. And how do I not have? I can't find the 58. But like, I just think this, like I said, inorganic is different than, like, like I would say the opposite of that is manufactured. I just think that, like, a couple of people thinking that this thing's going to go crazy and they want to get ahead of it can cause the market to spike. That doesn't mean like there is a monsters under the bed story for that too, right? Where like you're gonna make me say it.
I know. I mean, it's one of those things that like I get it. It's the whole buy the hype, sell the news thing. But like, I don't know.
Yeah, or if you own this card,
yeah,
and you're like, well, I can go out and spend 20 grand to wipe the market out and make everybody excited. Good. And at worst, you're stuck with the cards, and you paid a little too much. I don't think that's what's happening. I don't want to say at all, but I think the likelihood of that is small.
Yes, because I've had 3 different buyers, and all excited about O-Pee-Chee stuff. And it's been really nice to get to know some of them. Some of them are like the last one who did the number 63 8 from me. He's a true set collector. He was awesome to talk to. Loved meeting him and everything like that. It was a great discussion with him, and he was super happy. And it was a good deal.
Is he in North Carolina?
He's in Vegas.
Okay, different person. All right. Again, it's not this is the part of knowing it too. It's like I bought some, I didn't buy it with the idea of I'm pumping the market. I was like, I sold all my because the balance sports cards and the pop counts on these are absurd, right? They're just absurd. And they're see people this is the thing when I go to watch other people talk about non-sports cards and they have opinions and they should and they're right to. They don't have context on certain things. I have never ever seen an O-Pee-Chee box of Series 1 for sale.
Yep. Nope, never came up. It's
you can buy them right now. They're in the Heritage auction. I just bid on one, right? So I'm not saying that they don't exist or whatever. I'm just saying, as somebody who spends way too much time just doom scrolling eBay looking for deals that I can then F those kids with, that I just never see them. So that's just another factor of and the other part is you just don't see a ton of well-conditioned Series 1 O-Pee-Chee cards. I've been buying for years, and there was a time I went out and bought a ton of raw O-Pee-Chee from game stores or shops. I didn't actually leave my house. I did not leave my house. Don't ever get the idea I leave my house. But I, did some Google searches and bought them. And they had tons of Series 2 and 3, but very little in Series 1. So, yeah. So, by the way, kind of almost everything we're saying can be true at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, and just because we've harped this to death is just because something is rare, I mean, doesn't really make it doesn't have to be valuable. I mean, but this is just the iconic card. If you want it in the rarest form, I mean, this is a 10. So I mean, it's not like the highest grade on it is an 8 or something. You know what I'm saying? Or 9, like some of the other cards, and there's a pop 3 or 5 or something like that. This is a 10, and the last 10 tops went for $250,000. So I mean, anything, especially once you're over 100,000, I don't think I grasp the concept of who's bidding what and what their limits are, and I don't think they would have a limit.
Well, yeah. Listen, if there's real money into it, this could go for $1 million. It just could. I'm predicting 100,000 because one, I'm a pessimist and I hate everything. And two, it's better to have lower expectations and live in a fun world where it goes crazy. Like F you and staring it down, go for 10 million. There's no knowing. It's just how much money two people have and what they're willing to spend. And then when they say to themselves, well, yeah, I want this card, but I could buy another house.
Yeah.
Like, let me tell you, that's when you get into the million range. None of the people who are bidding hundreds of thousands on us are spending hundreds of thousands on a house. Right. It's like, I just, because I interact with people who buy stuff from me as well, like you do, and like I feel like people think they're getting in on something early, and maybe they are, but maybe they're not. You know what I mean? Like,
I think there's going to be a separation, in my opinion. There's a definite separation between high end and mid range, or reasonable range, I guess. Like, to me, like a definite group of people who are 20,000 and more easy, and stuff like that. And there's a bunch of cards transacting, in that range and everything. And that's kind of where all the little, things kind of happen, and who knows what's real and different things like that. When you're in the 500 to 5,000 range, it's harder to translate, even though it should. And I think we're seeing that some from the Luke sale, because if a Luke 10 goes for 250,000, then ideally, if you kind of look at it, a Luke 9 should be worth 20,000, and a Luke 8 should be 5, 4 to 5, and a Luke 7 should be 1,000, type of thing. But I don't. It gets weird because of population and everything.
Well, and like price point. I think price point is a key part of that. Of like, I think there are a lot more people that are willing to buy up to a $500 card than there are people up to between 500 and 2,000. I think there's kind of like these tiers where the number of people willing to buy drop off. And this is a little spoiler into like the next Star Wars market update, but I do. But like, that's what I'm seeing is like the middle ground. The price has, and like the reason I bring these up. So I'm talking about. So one of the things I did was I bought Empire O-Pee-Chee, and Empire Strikes Back 1980. And the reason I did that was kind of simple. Like, people had already destroyed the image. Like the price had already skyrocketed on 77. And I was like, well, there is Empire, and we ouch is the fact that like the Empire market on specific cards has taken off
a little bit. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it has definitely seen a residual impact, but only on specific cards. Like, guys, ignore everything that's on my screen right now because this is stuff I want to bid on that I don't want you to bid against.
You always do this stuff, but
well, I mean, I just did Empire, like, and I'm like, I have all these saved search. I mean, of course, I'm gonna buy them. Like, this is like we're talking about our buddy Peter, and like we are the opposite. Peter's like, I'm going to buy the best, and like I am always like, I'm going to buy the best value. The exact difference between me. So he ends up with great cards, and I end up with great values.
The coolest thing to me about Empire is like I actually think that's cool because then you get all the French, on the card, and I like that. I think that's really neat and stuff. So I think the Empire ones are really neat, but I mean, Empire Market got destroyed a while ago and is still recovering. And I mean, that's such a great card.
The 16 cards in Empire are just like on a different level. They're like they're in all of series of 77. They're like 10 scene cards out of 300. I mean, I think that might even be high. But Empire, especially Series 1, is like next level. This is called Gathering of Evils. This is all the bounty hunters and Vader. And, like we can look at the pop here. There's one higher than a 9. And you could buy this right now for $41.64. Like, and
probably $30 on ComC.
Yes. And keep in mind, it costs $23 to grade. Yeah. So, and I own these cards. A 7's not easy. People think I'm pumping or telling you to buy something. Not at all. This any conversation that I have about buying something is literally me talking to myself. Sometimes I'm talking to Sean, but usually it is the internal monologue that has come aloud, where I'm like, oh, geez, I should probably buy that.
Yeah, I mean, because Series 1 and the cards and just doing that and going, when you see the scenes, it's so many memories and it's so great. And it's just one of those things that like you don't get, because you see the scenes of the 1980 and I mean they're worth basically nothing. I mean in 1980, and so like the Empire stuff, the cards, unless if they're the star files and stuff like that. But so I think like, I mean, who doesn't want to buy cards that they really love for $20 to $60? I mean, like.
Well, and I think that's some of what I'm getting at here, which is like, and I just for I'm going to say this real quick. There are 3 main rookies in Empire: Boba, Yoda, and Lando. And it really usually is priced Boba, Yoda, Lando. Boba, go after yourself, Lando. But that's like my point about O-Pee-Chee Empire cards is they're priced right. Like here's a Boba 6. Like I'm not, again, this is not a card I would say is like a buy or whatever, because it won't show me the PSA data. Oh, here we go. In a 6, there are 26 it's $90. Remember, it costs $23 to grade these cards. But paying $90 for it, like, but again, like he says, like, how bad can you get hurt? And like, I don't own a Boba Empire O-Pee-Chee graded card.
I don't either. I haven't bought O-Pee-Chee in 1980. I just did the box and graded, and then I bought other ones that in 9s because generally 10s don't come up. And so yeah, I don't know. A lot of these are really cool. I mean, if you can buy the prices have definitely gone up on them on the high end, or why I say high end, but like the PSA 9s and PSA 8s of O-Pee-Chee that would be impossible in my opinion, to get. Like, I don't even think there's 10s available of majority of the stuff in O-Pee-Chee. So I mean, 9s and 8s are amazing. Just sold for like $40, 6 months ago or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like this is the Lando, PSA 9. Hey, it's not pop 1 because we see it is pop 2, or at least I thought we did. It's pop 2. But this is something worth also noting when you're talking about 80 O-Pee-Chees. I have seen boxes of this. I've seen boxes. There's one for sale now for $4,000. I've not seen it for like $700 or $800. So they're out there. Like, and even in 77, I'll tell you that I've come across as like there are way more of Series 2 and 3 than there are Series 1. So, like, I don't know. This is not nearly as rare as Series 1. But, you know, when you get into the really cool cards and they're priced right, like, this is one of the rarest Lando Calrissian rookies, and it's $700. I'm not paying that. I'm telling you that right now. I wish I would have bought it when it was $200.
Right.
But, like, I did buy, like, I bought a Yoda 7. I bought a Lando set. Like, I feel comfy with that. Those cost me, like, combined, I don't know if it was with or without shipping, like $125.
Right.
So I love super happy to have Yoda. Like, I lost an auction and was angry that I lost an auction, and then there was another one up there, and I just offered $5 above the auction price, and they took it. So, yeah, I think I have it for sale now because I'm an idiot. If I had my phone in front of me, I would take it down.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing? Yeah, that's a different story. I mean, Sean has recently started selling cards, and so he now that's not how it happened. I know how it happened. You're like, F this world, I'm selling everything. Because you're in a bad mood and you just hit accept on an offer. And then the next day you're like, that probably was dumb. And I live that life every day. So I can't
yeah. I've on good days I counter, on bad days I just hit accept. It seems like. So yeah, it's interesting.
It's why you make offers. It's why you make stink bids. It's why I'm bidding whatever I'm bidding on this Boba Fett right now. Hey guys, I'm shilling it. Buy it. Am I allowed to just bid it up? Like, do I have to?
Is that regular? That's or no?
Yeah, it's right. It's regular. I just, you know, I'm willing to buy all Boba Fett PSA 8s, and yeah, I can't even tell you how many of these things I bought and then sold. Here's the question. Oh, it's like here we go. So we can do it right now. I have it listed for $199. So again, I bought it for $75. Let's just say that was all in. If I sold this, eBay's going to keep 30, so I make $100 on a card I love. How do I end this all? Like, how do I know how to do it on the phone, but I don't know how, like, on the phone it's real easy. Like, how do I end the list?
I have no idea. I'm new to this, so at this point, just raise the price until you can get on.
Yeah, good call. I have offers out there already. Oh man, that's why I wanted to, like, cancel this. All right, we can't do it right now, but a good thing that we're not live, because somebody will be sneaking there and buy it. I actually had somebody message me on Instagram and was like, "Hey, when did you buy it?" Because I think they wanted to buy it, and I guess they didn't want to buy it because they knew I just, like, you should still buy it. I'm going to tell you right now, if somebody bought that from me, here's a PSA 9 Boba for $300. Like, I mean, Bobas have a long sort of tail of, like, they were 1,000 for PSA 9s, then they went all the way down to, like, what, 150?
Yeah, I bought all mine for 150 to 200.
Yeah, but I got mine for free. Some idiot sent it to me in the mail.
Because some idiot bought 5 or 6 of them.
Yes. Like, here's, I mean, like, this is where, like, so Sean and I have these conversations quite often, and it almost always ends with one of us buying a card that we don't need. And right now I'm looking at the corners of a,
there's a gap. Yeah,
yeah. All right, good. At least I've gotten better about that. It's an O-Pee-Chee Yoda. I didn't look at the O-Pee-Chee Yoda. This could have a mustache on Yoda, and I would bid on it.
That looks all sorts of messed up.
In all honesty, I just, it looks more like the scan. This is where I have a problem. I just have a problem. It's the same person.
What are you doing?
I'm out of it. Somebody already up in me. Somebody's dumber than me. Can't help it. Can't help
Jesus.
I'm the opposite of a show better. I'm gonna wait, but on this. Wait, how are there 2 bids inside a penny? Can we just like settle this at least? Can we just not let somebody sit there thinking that they're gonna get a card for a penny? Here.
Jesus.
Can I really bid 25 cents? Yes, yeah, 30 cents now. All right, man. Listen, everybody has a price at which they have to tap out, right?
What short $1?
Bitching this past week that I'm just like, I think they've broken my brain.
Oh man.
Card own, in my opinion, read. Like I have to open this.
What's the read?
Like, have to own. This is all the same seller, by the way. But we have to read this. The force is rising again as the 50th anniversary draws near. The galaxy is buzzing, not just with nostalgia, but serious collector momentum. While vintage sports cards have seen explosive growth, all eyes are now shifting to non-sports pioneers, and Star Wars leading the charge, i.e. Luke Skywalker, most recent Topps rookie sale, reaching $268,000. You heard it here first. Luke Skywalker, 1976 Topps O-Pee-Chee rookie Pop 2 is scheduled for auction at Heritage. I probably know this person, and I'm making fun of them. Collectors and investors are betting big that the original with renewed fan excitement, upcoming anniversary celebrations, and rising demand, vintage Star Wars items are poised for a seriously run up in value. If you've been waiting for the right moment to dive in, and this might be it. I like this person.
Dude, I'm stealing. I'm stealing this description.
I was like, this sounds like a listener of this channel now. I have to admit, meeting people and them telling me what they like, and I'm going, oh, they must watch, my YouTube. The answer is absolutely not. Of course, it's like, and it sounds a little egomaniacal, but like it wasn't that. It was just like, you're telling me you were into Rogue One, graded cards, and you also are trying to build up a Mando collection going into the movie. I'm like, must like. These are the biggest thing in Star Wars. All right, so here's another one. So the other problem that Sean and I have, because we'll do this where we go through listings, and I'll be like, oh, here's a Yoda Welcome Young Luke for PSA 7 for $99, and I'll be like, got myself. It's my card. Same shit. I don't want to sell this. I think I bought it for $30. I don't want to sell it. I love this card. It's like honestly.
That seems really low for. What's the pop? Oh yeah.
It's a
PSA. Yeah, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah. Dude, no, they're all coming down. Like these are. I would rather sell Luke Skywalkers than the 77s than sell this card. It's like my favorite card. Like, and it's O-Pee-Chee, and it cost me $30. That's I've got so I've got Sean. You vote. So I have a couple of videos I'm going to do. I'll do the making moves video that I always do, where I go through transparently showing everything I buy, at least on eBay, because I don't know how to get into ComC on this thing. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video about selling cards you love. And I don't. Have you sold any cards recently that you felt really attached to?
The closest thing was the 63, the 9 O-Pee-Chee. That I took down after I turned down that $2,000 offer, and then realized I don't want to sell that card.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, I sold the 58, which I didn't, PSA 9, which I really didn't want to do. Just you kind of like, I don't always say, I've recently been saying, nobody wants to buy your crap, right? Like,
Yeah.
they want to buy the good stuff. Like, that's why it's the good stuff. And I think it's hard. And I've let go of some cards that there are some cards I let go that I don't know if I'll ever have a chance to buy back. There's that. There's, and I heard this, always thought this, but I remember hearing Neo say it, where he said, "Hey, they let you buy them back," and that's a very good point. Except for some, they don't.
That's sports though. That's not non-sports. Non-sports, like if something takes off, it just kind of tends to then that means like sports is different because it's a rookie comes out, it's high, and then they drop down low always, and then so you can always buy them back, and then or something they get injured that you can always buy them back. In non-sports, I mean, we've gotten more and more buyers into the space, and they're just not as. I mean, unless you're dealing in brand new stuff. I mean, the brand new stuff, sure. I mean, sell it, and then you can get back in it later.
I think they're just more. There aren't as many flippers in non-sports, so most people that buy are buying to collect, and the time that they end up selling is times like this, where there's a huge jump in pricing, and they're like, "Hey, listen, it's just too much money." Like that's the only thing that gets them. It's death or just huge price jump. So like the idea that like, oh, I'm willing to pay 20% more than I paid for this card, when I sold it, it's like good luck.
Yeah.
And that's not everything, but like certain things, when they're gone, they're gone. And that's something to persuade anybody about anything. It's just the truth. Like, I sold 2 cards recently. The sale. I sold to our friend in Canada. I'm never seeing those cards again. I've never seen them any other. Like, I've never seen them before.
Yeah.
One of them I bought, the only one I ever saw, and the other one I bought from a private sale. It just got a good price, but that's that. Like, good luck.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's one I started listing, and then I've been looking at my listings and going, do I want any of these? And so like I took a couple down and different things like that. Like it's just one of those things. I just started doing exercise of would I buy this myself? And I'm like, I mean, if is it my only copy? That was the biggest thing. And that's what I've been kind of wondering about on some of this, like the Kenobi 9. Like I don't have another Kenobi 9. Like I sold my Kenobi 9, like I have a Kenobi 8, and I was fine with it. And in other instances, like the 63, I would rather sell the lower grades than keep the highest grade. So that's where I'm at on that.
I get it. I've just found the other O-Pee-Chee I bought. Like I'm taking them all down. Like I have to land. I bought it for 50. Like sometimes I just lose the plot, and I'm like, I want out. The other thing is that when you buy a card, it is so much easier to list it because you have the listing where you can just be like, sell one of these. It's like, by the way, I might not take these down. The other option is I'm going to add, 100%. Like it means I don't want to sell it. But if somebody's willing to buy it, there's a price at which I'm willing.
Even at your prices, if you double it, it's only another $100.
I mean, that's the point. I mean, I got that CGC. I bought 6 TGC cards. I think this might be one of my better buys ever.
I agree. If you would have let me bid, I would have definitely gone over you.
Okay, so there was, just to fill the people in, get more info later, is that there was a lot of 6 CGC cards for sale, and CGC, they have issues. They don't always grade very well. They've made some big mistakes on 77 cards, so I don't trust them normally. But I looked at the cards and they were good. I bid, I lost, and then the auction came up again. And I was like, and I bid I think pretty much the same amount and won. And I was surprised that I won and that I got it. But like, I got this. So let me see if I can switch myself to big for a second here. So this is the number 57 in a PSA or CGC 9. It looks really good. And let's just say this in a PSA 9 pays for everything that I, for the whole lot. So I don't know. And then there was, I'm not going to. There's an Obi-Kenobi. That's what made me think of it. Obi-Wan Kenobi 9, which looks, it's either an 8 or a 9 PSA, right? Like, and an 8 of those right now is $250 to $500. So whatever. Yeah, that was a good one. But anyway, I don't know how I got on that. Oh, you mentioned you're selling your Obi, but like I'm on the thought now of like, hey, I have an Obi-Wan 9. I would feel much better selling it and then keeping the CGC 9, even if I don't feel as good about CGC. Still a 9. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. If I would have had that, then yeah, no doubt I would have. I'd definitely feel better about it. But like, I was fine with having Kenobi in an 8. I think it just boils down to that for me. So it was just one of those things where I was just like, I'm just gonna take my profits on certain cards, and that way my other cards I'm fine.
What I think I know, what you don't have to say what you know before, but I have one for sale, and I think it's for less than you got for yours. So there is an element of like, if somebody's offering you the top of the market, you can say yeah. I don't know, like that's there's a difference between. Yeah, I don't know what the difference is. It changes for me every day, so I don't even know what I'm trying to say, because like some days I'm like, well, you just sell a bunch of $50 cards and they add up, because they do over time, they do. But other times you just trade your way out of like having 10 PSA 8 Princess Leia's that you buy for $50 and you sell for $90, and or if you had one of them that you get the point of like they're worth a lot more. Here's a Welcome Young Luke 6. Oh, it's a 5. It's a 5. All right. I hate when people do this where they put their like little code at the end, and and it screws you up. But that's I'm trying to see what other Yodas there are. There's not. I mean, gives you a sense. There are no really Yoda like O-Pee-Chee Yodas, at least PSA. So.
Yeah, I sold my Yoda regular, and then I was going to sell another one, but I decided to list the CGC one instead, I think, or the SGC or CGC, one of them. CGC. So I listed the CGC one instead.
That's it.
So, and I'm keeping my my last Yoda now.
Yeah. So that's a card I regret not buying. I've said it many times. It's the one card that I actually think I should own. It was always priced at a point that I kept waiting for it to come down, and then when it came down, I just was not interested. I want to bring this up for a second, because if you're messing with O-Pee-Chee, there's a now defunct company that was a Canadian grading company called KSA. Do not mess with these. Do not, just don't. Or if you're gonna, make sure you look at the card, because I've seen them sell 10s that would not be 8s. That's like, here's a PSA 8 or a KSA 8, and maybe, actually, in all honesty, it could be. I was talking more of 77s, but like, I don't trust their grading. Like, I wouldn't treat this as an 8.5. I treat this probably as like a 6, but.
My worst crossover ever in my history was a KSA.
They're abysmal. Like, I looked at some where I'm just like, this is not. Again, I saw them give a 10 on it. It was like a Series 2 card. I'm like, this is a 6. And they give it a 10. Like, they're just like if it's centered and it's not bent, 10. Here's a ton of raw. I guess ComC is filled with this. This is the issue, and like this will more video ideas of like, there's a lot of cards you just can't send to ComC because like you just can't, because people just can't tell whether they should buy them. And like, so this one's creased. Like you can't buy this for $20. And then if you're trying to sell on ComC, you know, they list them all together. And like now, if you're not the lowest price, people really want to try to click on pictures to find the one that's not bent. It's a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, to me, like the better ones, especially for 77 and 80, 83, the Beckett's look the best to me, and cross over the best to me. I've been a big believer in Beckett for crossing.
But they have like, isn't it BVVG or whatever? Those are usually overgraded by 2 grades.
That one is, but if you get an actual Beckett one, then they're good.
I didn't think they graded before a certain year. I think it was like basically had a different label.
Maybe that's the case.
Yeah, like if you get a modern, like if you get anything modern, sure, but like there's like, I forget what it is. I don't. Yeah, it's not even worth it. I'm also in OP, like I'm already in a niche thing and trying inside of a niche, like I'm not finding much. But yeah, I like, so I mean, so to our original point, we've gone around in a bunch of different ways. We've been recording for over an hour. Not like that's anything unusual for you or I. But to loop back to the heritage auctions, which was where we started, and is there any other card in here that you're interested in?
No, I haven't. I actually haven't.
I
actually haven't really looked that much into it. My interest was definitely into watching that, and then the Argentinian stuff that's in there. I kind of do like some of it, but I think I'll throw some bids in initial just to see if, you know, later on how I feel when this, in a month from now. I mean, who knows? You know, in a month from now, I might just go in and start bidding.
Yeah, and the Luke also could be over 100,000 at any point. Like, this is the part of like, nobody bidding now is bidding at a price to win.
No, you wouldn't think so, at least. I mean, and I think like that Luke is over your what you think it's going to go for by like with a week to spare, you know.
Maybe, I don't know. Like that means that somebody is so sure of that it's going to go over that price, or like me, like what I just did. If you want to sell it to me for 25 grand, I'm a buyer.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if there's somebody who's like, you want to sell it to me for 100 grand, I'm a buyer. Let's not fuck around.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a number that it could easily get up to without anybody blinking an eye.
I certainly do think the person who did buy the last one, I could see that being like, let's not F around. Like, I'm not letting it sell for under 100 grand.
Right.
So let's just throw it out there. But I don't know. Some of the stuff that never really came to, I don't think I ever talked about it too much on a video, was like, there were 2 buyers of the Luke that I thought were naturals, which were PSA and Fanatics. And, you know, one, because PSA likes to display cards, big cards in their lobby, and they just don't have a big non-sports card. They have a TCG, but not a sports cards or non-sports card. So buying that, I thought made sense for them. And then Fanatics was, like,
I mean, plus for this one with the Pop 2, I mean, the O-Pee-Chee set collectors registry is wide open on this. So, like, because
I just don't think that those guys bought those cards when they're the guys who bought the cards prior to 2020. Like, I don't think they paid money. I don't think these guys. A lot of these guys haven't paid 5 figures for a card, let alone 6.
True.
That's. I mean, somebody posted like the guy who has the number 3 set is talking about selling, and that was a different fight that I've gotten into in the last month. Somebody telling me these cards aren't even scarce. Look, we're gonna get another Luke for sale. I'm like, there are 9 of them. If this guy wants to sell, then God bless him. But I don't even know where this came from.
But if a new set collector wants to go up, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, but I think there aren't if you told me the person who is buying all these O-Pee-Chee is actually going to buy this card, that might make sense. Where they're like, I'm going to collect O-Pee-Chees, and I know I'm going to buy this, so let me just get ahead of the game, buy all the cards that I can before I set the market, and then have to overpay afterward. Like that also makes sense. Like that's like a counter argument to like why somebody would be buying everything up now,
right? Or somebody who didn't really know that they saw the Luke sale, they wanted to get into Star Wars. They thought, hey, O-Pee-Chee is cool. Maybe maybe I can have the best one of those, and so they have money, and they just. I mean, do we know if Aoki like collects O-Pee-Chee?
I don't know. That part I don't know. Aoki is such a. There's so many things about Aoki that like he's such an enigma wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in a weirdness. Like either he can't seem to help himself, meaning like I don't know why he has so many things going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he's got a new card brand, like Hero Quest or something.
Yeah, I saw that. But like he talked with so much passion, and he was so excited after he bought his last Luke. I just think he's in on this one. Like I think he would have to be. I mean, the way he displays his cards, those cases are insane. Those are great, and the way he talks about it, it was just so much excitement. It made me excited about it. It was cool. I
agree. It was also a couple of years ago, right? I mean, he's doing like grading of vinyl records now. I think he owns the grading company. I don't know. Like, I just don't know. I just don't know. Like you know me. Like I try to see everything, and
and here's the other thing is the last Luke wasn't advertised that well. You and I, both, right? Like that last Heritage auction. But if you just had a Luke Skywalker sell for $250,000 at your auction, and then you have an OPC 10 of Luke coming up, which is a pop 2, Heritage better get this one right.
No, Heritage is not going to get it right. Heritage. First of all, this is the fun part about like when you listen to everybody talk about who doesn't bid on these auctions and talk about shilling stuff. And I'm not like I am being that guy. Like you don't know. I don't know. I don't like. There's an auction house we were talking about earlier. They're like, I think I heard of them. But like Heritage never sent me an email about this past auction, like the big Luke auction. I got a flyer, right? I just got a flyer from them like a week ago that's saying they're having a May the 4th auction and they were looking for items. And right inside of it is the PSA 10 Luke sale, right? Except it's the one from 2.5 years ago.
Wait, what?
Or whatever it was. 2 years. Like it's literally the $80,000 Luke sale. It's like a full page showing the PSA 10 Luke and saying it sold for $80,000. I'm like, you guys, come on. Like, come on. You literally just had the biggest Luke sale ever, and you send out a mailer afterward. Like, you have to throw it in the trash. I don't care what you're doing. Like, if you're like, we printed these, they cost $2,000. I don't care. You throw them right in the trash. Like,
wow.
Yeah, you didn't get one. It has has a whatever, an X-wing right on the thing. It's a huge. They're the worst. They're the worst at this.
I mean, I'm sure I got it. I generally, yeah. If I don't get to the mail, that thing goes in the trash because but it goes to my business, and at my business, my employees will just chuck it.
I mean, I used to, and to me, it's pure comedy. I look at what they put in the mailers. I'm like, these are cards on eBay every week. You have real cards. What are you doing? Like, why are you showing me a box of 1976 Star Trek? I'm like, why would you do that when you have like it just? Yeah, I don't know. I told you I got to reach out to them anyway because when I decide to sell all my cards in 4 months, why not them, right?
Yeah, I mean, because they'll advertise it, right?
I mean, the funny part is like Golden is not that far from me. I go to Golden, and but they'll just be like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do this amazing thing," and then they'll just be like, and then they'll do nothing. It's like at least Heritage, they're gonna fuck it up. At least they're not gonna lie to you. But maybe they will. They'll lie to you
too. Do you think multiple places will do a May the 4th thing?
I have no idea. I don't know how any of this works. What the hell? So like on Instagram, how is this? Bitter. There are no bitter, but all in it. No. Okay, I just need to go to all auctions. Okay. No, there's nothing. There's nothing in all auctions by any of this with the Beastie Boys. Okay, all right. They just showed the Heritage Non-Sports Instagram account is like I can finally show what we're gonna have at auction, and it's part of it was some Beastie Boys cards. They're Panini from the 80s.
Yeah,
they're rare.
You bought those before.
No, I haven't because they're expensive.
Oh.
Like I'm too cheap. I own the cards. Like I own you. Me. I like cards that come in a pack, and these were European stickers. And I was like, okay, maybe now's the time to go buy them because if they're going to run a big auction and they go for $1 billion, and they're not here, they're not on the site. How about Batman? Or am I just like? This whole 1966 Batman thing, I don't even know what. Okay, so here we do have a. Oh,
wow!
All right,
that's a card.
Yeah,
that's by the way, put a bid on that. That's a card.
Guys, I'm shilling right now. I'm shilling. I'm winning. Sean,
that's a card.
Sean, we going partners?
I mean,
1/2.
That's
fine. I'm good, guys. I can handle if I end up buying this card for $26,000. I'm gonna have to sell Albert.
I mean, I'll tell you this. I mean, that's a hell of a trade for the Han. I would much rather put it back.
Maybe we've won it. I know Peter was talking about this card. He's like, I really love this card, the Catwoman. And I was like, I think I saw one up somewhere. I'm like, well, I can't remember where it was. It was really affordable. And maybe it was this. It was like PSA or something. Look at that.
Jesus.
But Mike, you don't seem to care about this being an old label. No, I don't. This is going to go for well over $100,000.
That's going. What's the pop report on that thing? Mm-hmm. They have them on the.
They have them at the bottom. Yeah, right. I think sometimes. No, not on this one.
What?
Sorry, I'm sure it's in the description. There are none higher in the. It doesn't say if it's what the pop is. Oh no, I may have just spent $27,000 on a card I don't know anything about.
I mean, it's not yeah.
Oh, the title of this video is going to be like, "See me bid $100,000 on cards." Want me to go another 1,000? I'll go another 1,000. I'm not afraid. Yeah. Oh well. guess I'm just really gonna need Bitcoin to turn around.
I mean that card's not going for that, but if it does, that's sweet.
Whatever. I just bid the fucking Robin too. You want me to fucking? I'm not afraid.
Pop 3. It's a 10. Like that's crazy.
Like that's Robin PSA 10. Whatever.
Yeah.
Guys out there thinking, what am I? I'm defensive bidding. I'm defensive shill bidding. I'm protecting the floor of a card which I don't own. I must know that. I definitely don't know the person who owns this. At least if I do, they never ever revealed it to me that they own this card. But all right, well, while we're here, I mean,
this is a better auction. This is a way better auction than the OPC.
Yeah, all right, man. I'm just like, whatever. You want to sell me 66 Batmans with for $75? I'm just all in. All right,
so I'll tell you this. Now that we know that this is in the same auction as the O-Pee-Chee Luke, then yes, there's going to be money in that auction.
Not the same auction though. It's not.
It's the same amount of days, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. God damn it. It's not the same auction though, because the other one said Star Wars. Probably comes from the same person, to be honest. If I had to guess, who's probably dead now. Sorry.
Jesus. Wow.
Oh, let me get more. Let me bid more. That's it? That's all you got here? You got any more 10s I can get in on here?
Jesus, this has to be one of the top Batman pop.
I think it's the number one card is from Registry, the Bat Belfry, all-time finest rank number one.
Okay,
so it's a stat break of.
Why doesn't it have the yellow thingies?
What yellow thingies?
On the tags. That's the best copy of the 10.
Oh, the Mike Baker.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Mike Baker slipping. They caught Mike Baker slipping.
He didn't do this set.
I don't know. I'm just bidding, man.
Man, this video switch. Everyone's gonna be like, I thought you were talking about Star Wars.
Oh. Wait. Is the Riddler PS? What's we got going on with the Riddler here? This is one of the funniest things because it's like I really don't know anything about this set. Like when I don't know anything about this set, it's like I know enough to know I ain't winning.
Yeah.
But if somehow it's again, I remember way back when, not the cryptos. Like I used to put leave open stink bids on certain Bitcoin. I'd be like, if it goes down 40%, I'll buy some. And literally, there'd be this huge drop for no. I mean, I guess I just bought some Bitcoin at 40% off. Didn't cost me any money. Was just sitting there anyway. Same thing here. It's like you want to sell these things. It's like this is gonna be me against Sean. There's gonna be some sort of horrible crisis. I mean, literally, in order for me to win this, the Western civilization would probably have to fail in the next 25 days. Which there's always a good bet on that.
I mean, there's got to be odds on that. You're on that one site.
I just don't know how they pay out, right? That's whatever the whatever, what was the name of the something AIG, during the home crisis, they're like, we're an insurance company, but we can't afford to pay this off. You guys are on your own.
The one bet we get right and win, we can't collect.
What else you got in here? What else you hiding that you never? You don't have how to promote. 66 Spider-Man. What have we been here?
Wait, 66. Wait, 66 isn't the first Spider-Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is now going into where we don't. What are you bidding on? Did you just hit bid?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I mean, it's a complete set, so it's no way you're winning that. But like,
I didn't even pay grading fees.
I know. We
I don't have to look at it. I don't even have to look at it. If you took the time to grade 66 of these, I'm in.
One's a CGC label.
Oh no! I'm done. I'm in for. Oh no! I bought a 1966 Hulk. Look, I have no idea what these cards go for. There's Iron Man, Spider-Man, Captain America. I'll be okay.
Jesus.
I'm not done yet, Sean. We're not done yet. Like, come on, man. We're not at 100,000 yet. I got to get to 100,000 somehow. All right. I guess I'm going to get on
this. Yeah, I can't wait for this video. It's going to come out and it's going to be like how this video started, how it ended.
It's gonna be great when like I'm gonna be like, I have 150,000 American Express bill. Oh wait, no, yeah, and I'll pay the extra 3%, put it on a credit card. Yeah, like the odds of me winning a single card I bid on, like probably less than 1%.
Oh yeah, I would. I don't even think that. I think that's high because I mean I just. The problem is we don't even know anything about these cards.
2013 Spider-Man Precious Metal Gems out of 50. Yet again, pretty sure I'll be okay. Like you don't have to be like I'm not gonna bid any of these like, hey, it's signed by this guy. I'm like, I know Precious Metal Gems. I know what 2020. I know 2013. If you told me it was 2025, I wouldn't touch it. You know, like I'm not touching the Punisher, even though I know I'm sure that's a great deal too. Like, yeah, we're not like what else do we have here? That's it. That's all. That's all we're gonna try to sell us here. Wait, what's this one down here? Is this Venom or something? Carnage? Green. See, that's 2022. We would not mess with that. That's way too recent. To Galactus. I know you love Galactus. These are in the come on, it's out of 10. It's Galactus. I've heard of him. Whatever. I don't care. Like I've like it just sometimes you just have to be like the sharpest guy in the room and just be like, I'm the sharpest guy in the room. Not at all. I'm just like I'm sure I'm giving people a window into how high-end auctions work.
Right.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this over here? This is like we have no idea. It's like wait, let's view lots.
Oh, is it coming soon?
Yeah. I want to do that because they did this with the what you call it with the O-Pee-Chee Luke, right? Where it was like you could see it for months. Remember them sending a message, you won't believe what's coming next. I'm like, I can see what's coming next. You haven't put a picture up, but you said the O-Pee-Chee, like you do a search, you can find it here. These look like stuff I would have no interest in buying. There's no Star Wars of any kind in here. It's like 66 is like, that is far earlier than I ever want to go. But I wish somebody bid more on the Batman so I could bid more. And I'm finding it hard how to bid. Like, I don't know anything about, like, I guess this isn't up yet. The, what you call it? I just bid on whatever this is.
Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I'll just bid on Magic the Gathering because, like, I don't need to know much about it. I'm like, that's the Black Lotus. Yeah, whatever. Whatever it doesn't end for a month. Yeah, I'll be the mid.
Yeah, I mean, I know Magic the Gathering because I played it in the 90s.
I'm bummed, man. Like, oh, you know, weird thing is that you can't. How was I able to click? Oh, okay, you can. All right, let's see. Want to bid on a Black Lotus? All right, I don't even see.
I mean, if they have a time warp, grab it.
Want to bid on a booster box of 1999 Pokemon? I mean, it'll get us there, right? Like, what if we win though?
The time left is short.
Oh no. We might actually win.
I doubt it. But
should I do it
Yeah, that I was like, that's all on you.
That's playing with fire.
Yeah.
That's playing with fire.
Yeah.
Like even bidding on this over here is less playing with fire than that. Like, and I don't know anything about it. I just know that. Like,
and I used to open that. I used to have those.
But I thought they said something about a Black Lotus, white. I thought I don't remember. Is it the Black Lotus or a White Lotus?
Black Lotus.
Black
Lotus, and then you or like to me, the Time Warp was the coolest card. It's just a ridiculously overpowered card.
Another YouTube content creator who can't fulfill his promise of bidding $100,000 on cards. I'm not bidding 17.
Have you gone on your bids and added it up? I mean, you're probably.
No, I'm only at 30,000.
Oh Jesus!
And I'm only losing 21,000 of them. Oh wait, here, let's have a better. Like, okay, all right.
There you go.
Right, now I'm winning, but it's like at least I'm winning. We have no more red bids anymore. Oh wait, all right. That was weird. Okay, now that was okay. You just moved it from losing bids. I was already at 50,000.
Okay.
64,000 if you're counting whatever. I'm like, yeah, it's awesome. 64,000.
Jesus.
I mean, that's a fair thing. I bid $64,000, including losing bids. I'm up to 66,000.
There you go.
So, yeah, I mean, but still,
you have orders. I mean, you activated order 66. You're fine.
Nah, I'm disappointed in myself. I will tell you right now, the funniest thing right now is that, like, if I somehow, who the hell knows, like, just make up a scenario where I won these two cards, I would have an absolute nervous breakdown and then be able to sell them for 100% profit within 8 hours.
Yeah.
Or at the, yeah. There's so many ways to like, of like, it doesn't even matter. You know the deal. It's like I could sell 100, like, get partners for the cards and own like 50% of the cards with zero cost.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I'm playing in the world of like, I'd be happy to bet $10,000. I'd be happy to bet $25,000 that I won't win either of the big cards. Like I won't. Like I'm not gonna bet that kind of money on a this card here. But like, yeah, I'm not winning that, man. And I'm not winning.
No. What is it? What is the highest price of a Batman? Do we know?
Might be me.
I'm actually kind of curious now.
ChatGPT over here. Hey, ChatGPT. What is the highest price paid for a 1966 Batman card? I don't know. I almost called her a she. I don't really think.
Please be half. Please be half.
Don't care.
I know.
Don't care. Like you said, I will trade one of my big cards for that card any day. Any day. It's not as much as you would think. I might be in trouble. It's 45 grand.
Okay.
Might be in trouble.
You're not in trouble. There's zero chance.
I'm not in trouble. Like if you told me I was going to get the best Batman card for 50% less than its last sale, I'm okay.
Truthfully, if you pay $50,000 for that, I would be fine with that. Actually,
there's no planet is that card sold for 45. Like this is like the idea of like the Luke card of like, yeah, it sold for 80 before. auction it now. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Right. And we finally got one. It's like, yeah, I want for $250,000. Like,
I mean,
if
we don't even know the pop count on this yet, though, do we?
I think it's 13.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, this could potentially be like the first, $100,000, Batman. So.
Could be me, like I said, me spending $66,000 on cards.
Yeah. Which, if I was you, I'd be happy to do if you that's the whole thing. Like,
happy?
Yeah. How dude, those cards, I mean, those are cards that you wouldn't think you'd ever have,
I don't think I'm liquid enough to add another $66,000 to my card collection. I don't think that, like, I'm already saying I have too much money. Like, I love how we're actually intellectualizing this, like it's going to happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's never there's no world that you win any of these. So, I mean,
all right, we're up over 67,000 folks in bids. I've now achieved even greater. Albert, I have to sell a house to buy cards. Whatever. This definitely took a turn. Definitely took a turn.
Yeah.
So, hey, Heritage, if you're out there, like, I'd probably at this point probably gonna need some sponsor money to cover my $67,000 bill. Hey, can I get free shipping with this? And some of those Steve Aoki holders too. Yeah.
I mean, at least you're gonna get combined shipping. So, I mean,
yeah, that's true. I'm gonna save on shipping.
Yeah, but you're a sucker for that. So
that's true. That's why I bid it. That's definitely why I bid it. Yeah, that's I'm gonna have to sell some more cards, John. I don't know. I mean, I sold quite a few in the last few weeks, but not enough to cover that bill. Like more than you would think, though. More than you would think. Like it's 25% of that bill is it's covered. So maybe if anybody's in the market for like high-end Rogue One or high-end Mando cards, I'm not cutting you a deal. No way.
And we killed this video, by the way. So.
I just want to shout out to Professor Sport Cards on his videos, and I do enjoy it, and I go on there. They, just shit talk. I bid $67,000 on cards that I am 100% willing to pay. Doesn't mean I won't have an anxiety attack and have to figure out a way not to be exposed to cards. But it's not chill bidding if you're going to pay. I'm not chilling. I'm willing to pay, and this is entertainment. And yeah, Sean, you're going to have to sell a restaurant. That's it. You're going to have to open it, or more like we're going to have to open a franchise in New Jersey. And it's going to be purely Korean fried chicken at this point. Right. And got to maximize money over the next 25 days to raise capital to cover my heritage bill. But this is too funny. All right. Well, I don't know where to go from here. But so I'm clearly going to be the owner of some of the most rare sports cards in the world. As you know, here at NotSportsCards Collectibles, we only deal with the rarest of the rare. We don't mess around with any low-end collectibles. So if you're ever in the market for the best cards in the world, check out my eBay store. I don't even pay the $14 a month for the eBay store. I just do the $9 a month for a regular thing. So yeah, you know how we do.
Wait, you have to pay for this? What?
Well, there's a difference between listing and then having a store. And there's very few benefits to have. There are no benefits for you and I to have a store because we're not really a store. You can set up your own categories. There's you don't want to do it. We don't. I actually don't pay anything. Is the point? Nor do you. But for I think Peter has a store. So
Peter has the best of everything.
Well, yeah. Peter almost convinced me to get into the card scanning software and listing like the low end cards because it's like I got to figure something out. And I'm like, yeah, me too. And I looked into it, and I'm like, they have like a $10 a month like trial. And I'm like, and you can do 100 cards. And I'm like, I get to the very end, and I'm like, this makes sense. And I'm like, how am I going to organize the cards after I scan? Instantly was out. I was instantly out. I was like, I'm never thinking about it again. Like, I'm never thinking because, like, me, like, I can do everything, but like, if you want me to know where 1,000 different cards are, you're out of your mind.
I don't know. I mean, you do pretty well on your Whatnot organization, so I mean.
Oh yeah. By the way, you have a package for your Whatnot. Your Whatnot purchases over there. It's funny because I thought we were going to get a trade. I thought we were going to do a trade tonight, and I was like, I already sealed up the package. Like, I don't want to have to put something in there. I thought I almost convinced you to trade me a card you shouldn't for a card that you shouldn't. Like, I thought you were going to take that number 6385 for your Grogu. I was like, if you want to do it, I mean, thing says it's Scanlens. I mean, that's pretty freaking rare, an 85 Scanlens. Like, that's, I don't know, that's like a $2,000 card. I mean, it's probably not a Scanlens card in there, but hey.
I mean, if it was a Mexican or Argentina,
I can write something on it if you want.
I just listed that Grogu.
No, you told me.
Okay.
I saw it for $1,000.
Yeah.
I hope you get it. I hope you get it. The only PSA 10 from that set. But if you go to SGC, they have different grades for cards.
Yeah, we saw that.
So I'm told. I'm not going to make I have no further commentary on that other than that they actually have different grades. Yeah, this is not the way I expected. Well, why don't we end the video now? You and I can converse after, but I think we've done severe enough damage at this point, and I will not be able to sleep till somebody outbids me because I'm just going to have to figure out how to take on partners for cards I can never win. Just because let me divest. This is the ultimate of I am not buying anything, Sean. I'm not buying anything. I'm done. I'm just selling. I'm not buying anything. But you know what? $67,000 a month, friends. That's going to do it for us here at NotSportsCards. I'm NotSportsCards, and I am